All right, here at No Reserve, we have our beautiful, all original 1985 C4 Corvette. It's got just 28,000 original miles. It's a pure, all original Survivor. The underside is just in unbelievable condition. You can even see behind where the license plate goes how beautiful and shiny, you know, all the aluminum, all the trim, and the fuel tank is. The underside is, you could eat off of it. It's so clean. I don't think it's, pretty much can guarantee it's never been in the rain. All original paint and body, pretty much. It finds a couple tiny little chips on the outside and a couple little imperfections on the inside. This car is basically perfect. It's one of the nicest original cars I've ever had of any era. It really feels like you're getting a brand new 1985 Corvette. It's pretty remarkable. But it's Victory Red, one of the best reds made by any manufacturers. It's really pure, beautiful, bright red. There's over 300 photos of this car. There's a underside photos up on the rack, a video on the rack, and a driving video, so hopefully you guys can stick around for all that. But I'll just do a real little slow walk around. I love the tail lights on these things. I mean, it just has that absolute brochure look. I mean, pretty much every model kit and commercial and brochure back in the C5 or C4 Corvette days was bright red like this, so it just has that killer commercial truck or commercial look. So we'll go ahead and take you around front here. Try to find any imperfections, which is really difficult. There's probably a couple little stone chips down below, but I mean, they're really tough to find. I mean, it's perfect down here. It's, you know, probably been up against a little curb right here in the black, but I mean, it's not buckled, not broken or nothing. But you can see just this is kind of a glimpse of how clean it is underneath this car. I mean, it is just unbelievable. So I can't wait to show you guys that in this video. Headlights, of course, go up, look beautiful. The wheels have a little, there's no curbs or rashes or chunks or anything, but the finish just had a little delamination, which is pretty common for this era Corvette. Pretty much everything's original on this car. Not a lot's been changed or swapped, besides your general fluids and maintenance and stuff like that. Brakes are all original, it looks like. The tires have been replaced, it looks like, with 2011 date codes. So they're still old, but there's no cracks or chips. They're nice, feel nice and soft. They're BF Goodwrench G-forces. The rear wheel's in good shape, doesn't have any delamination, and the worst one is probably the driver's front. This is one of the chips. One's been touched up here, and then this chip here could use a touch up. There's very slight delam. I think it's that might be the tint or something right there, delamination of it. No chips or cracks. All the glass is original. Has the logo here, Softray logo. There's photos of it, so you can see all that. But this mirror, I don't know why the mirrors have chips on them, but that's the other chip. Other than that, this car is pretty much, you know, a little bit of gnarl in the felt there. There's a tiny little, you know, little stress in the paint there. It's not, you can't feel it. Couple little kind of stress cracks. You kind of calm as a fiberglass car. Couple little spots right there, and that's pretty much it. The rubber, the felts is in nice shape, but the nice and soft still. But I think it's just the way these cars close. It is a little bit, got a little crack right here. But you look in the door jambs, it's just unbelievable. Paint along the rocker. I mean, you look at the paint in the door hinge area, is just spectacular. Look at how shiny it is. I'll zoom out here on the door so you can see how nice the door panel is. VIN decal. And this car is just clean all over. You can see how shiny this part is here with 28,000 original miles, you know, been garaged its whole life. That's kind of the stuff you get. Headlights come up nice and quick. You can see the buckets are in nice shape. Got a couple water spots on them. And when you wash them and they're down, you know, water goes down in there. And it creates a couple water spots, but they clean up really good. we'll go ahead and close those. See, the target top is on. There's photos of it with it off. It's not just an unclamp deal and pull out. Let's sit in here. You can see how nice steering wheel is. There's no marks, no fingernail, there's no wear. It's all nice and black. The gauge is black out. It's a digital gauge, you know, it's an 85. It's got that era. This just always blinks security until you fire it up, it goes off. So it's kind of like an anti-theft deal. Got the remote to the CD player. A little bit of wear right here on the shifter. But other than that, all the plastics are in really nice shape. Has factory floor mats still in place. And it has the rear mat in the back. There is a little bit of wear. Anybody, you know, C4, C5 Corvettes, this just happens. The thing I really liked about this car was it doesn't have the leather seats though. The leather seats just would crack and look terrible. These fold forward so you can access the back. I got a bunch of good stuff back there. It's original to the car. But what's cool is I'll show you this original mat back there, but the cargo area still have little trays. This is the button for the rear hatch. There's a couple spots. You could do it on the driver's door panel, passenger door panel. You hear it clicks. It's got a pretty strong motor because it's really loud. Oh, then that's locked. But see, I got the keys on me. Oh, there we go. And then it's got the rear release again. So 3 different places you could get it. They really want to make sure accessibility easy to get to. So this pops open. It's got the hoist, of course. Stays up all by itself. What's really cool is it's got all the original manuals that come with the car. That would be these. It was bought at I believe Pierre Chev, which is Seattle dealership, but it's always been in Washington State. Comes with all its books, the sound system, and they're in mint condition too. Of course, it's got the Goodyear. It's got an original postcard kind of brochure piece. Today's Chevrolet. It's got, that's what I mean. It's kind of got that postcard. When you see all these, got the looks just like this car. This is, I mean, the owner even kept the manual to the aftermarket CD player he put in there. Cool little Hot Wheel comes with it. Got the black Targa top. Again, matching. I mean, everything was red, you know, this killer red color. So this is just kind of that advertisement car. Got your brochure. It's really cool. Talks about all the different features. And then this is also a different brochure. You know, has a couple different manufacturers in here. It's got the Bad Boy Chevette, the Camaro, the Caprice, and of course the Corvette. But you can see back here is in really nice shape. Nothing wrong with the speaker covers. So this is the original mat that's usually long gone. It says Corvette, comes right out. You'll see the carpet's just perfect underneath. But what I was saying is these are lockable. And these things are usually long gone. People pull them out and they put stuff down there too. Good place to hide your gun or cash. You know, you have the for the T-tops, or not T-tops, but the Targa top, just a little holder right there. But yeah, people pull these out and then they spill stuff in them or whatever, and they never go back. I'll take you around to the other side. There's the other little ratchet for the Targa top, because there's 2 different size torques. But it's good to see these little bent things are still there. These flap down. It's kind of cool that you can still access them. But I just wanted to show you the condition of the carpet too. So I'll pop this stuff gently down here. I just love this original stuff. Seeing this stuff, I mean, finding a 28,000 mile original Survivor like this, I mean, you can see how clean it is always a sweet little find, and just getting to be really hard nowadays. But to see it come with all the original books and documentation and the little goodies with the model stuff, I just love stuff like that. You can see the rear wheel, it's really nice condition. This one has a little bit of delamination, but it's hard to see. The driver's side front is definitely the worst. You can see it's just, again, just beautiful. There's that other hatch access. So it's cool that both, you know, because these cars are kind of, you sit down in them, so if you have the passenger get out, they got the button, they can hit it, but again, it's just as easy to hit it from the center console. I was looking for the gas door release, but after a little while looking around, I remembered they don't have that. You just grab a hold of it and it's just got that strong spring to it. Dash is in mint condition. There's some pictures. It does take a little bit of time because the way this window's sloped to get that carpet back on there, so I'm gonna leave it, but there's lots of pictures. No cracks, no chips, no issues at all. So not too sure how you get the lights activated. I've had a few old General Motors cars and the mirror lights don't work, so that might be the case for this one too. Ashtray and then your cup holder, or you pop it out and you got two cup holders. Pretty cool. Never been smoked in. This car just has no smells. You can see that's perfect. All right, I'm gonna go around and God, the doors is shut like new. And this is just, God, if I could keep them all, I really would keep this. This is just a great car. It's, if with the red with the gray cloth interior, for me, that's what does it for this car. Besides being just a 28,000 mile survivor. Again, underneath the hood is just like what I was talking about, the underside. You can see how clean everything is. Has a battery tender so you can hook it up. Keep that battery charged. Has a brand new battery. Oil's been changed. But you can see, like, hopefully the camera gets like along the intake, how clean it is. You can see the part number, you know, along the injectors. The aluminum's still all nice and shiny. You see the rack parts, you know, the water pump. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, look at the bolts, the control, the upper control arms, lower control arms are in really nice shape. I mean, all nice and shiny pieces. You can see how clean that is. It's just beautiful. I mean, all the plastic clips, electrical plug-ins are just squeaky clean. See some writing on the radiator there. Original hoist. I mean, it's just super clean. You can see the lights work. All right, this is going to no reserve, 28,000 original mile, 1985 Corvette C4. That is just absolute near showroom condition. Good luck.